Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Crypto Insider channel. I am the Crypto Insider, recording from Austin, Texas. We have a few things to talk about today. Of course, the big news is price. Hopefully, everybody's realized some gains there. I am not a financial planner, registered investment advisor, accountant. No real financial background in terms of investment advice. I'm not selling any products. We don't sell anything. There's no placemats, there's no beer koozies, there's no t-shirts, no pooper scoopers, and nothing. We are a Ledger affiliate. I mean, in the link to every video, you can go to the Ledger website if you're interested in buying a Ledger, and you can order it that way. But we don't. It's not something we really even push. It's just in case you were thinking of buying one anyway. It's one of those things I don't get on here every day and say, buy the Ledger, it's so awesome. No, nothing like that. And if I do ever endorse anything, it's because I'm using the product. And it applies to the space. It's, some of the stuff, it's like, I'm not going to start selling Christmas trees or, anything like that. So, we've got a few different articles today. I don't have our donation up for... Oh, there it is, right here. Let's put that up. We did make a donation. We didn't have many subscribers yesterday. Some days we get a bunch, some days we don't get quite as many. But we donated some XRP to Good XRP for each new subscriber. I think we had 4 yesterday. We're donating about half an XRP for each subscriber. So there's the harp. 2 is apparently enough to set off the subscriber harp. So there you go, folks. We're going to talk about 2 different articles, and I wanted to cover them because there's kind of a dichotomy between them. One is Galaxy's Novogratz XRP will underperform by CoinDesk, published on CoinDesk. And one is FX Street's analysis of XRP USD rockets to 3-month highs. So we're going to cover those. Before we do, I wanted to show everybody the Tipbot page because I got this comment from Dude Daddy, who I hope you don't donate like CKJ and put the XRP in ya damn pocket. All you XRP YouTubers are scammers. Okay. First of all, there is no XRP to put in my pocket, Dude Daddy. All the XRP is coming out of my pocket. I've never asked anyone on the channel to send me XRP. Nobody does send me XRP, and I don't want XRP sent to me from anybody. If anybody listening wants to donate, you can go on Twitter and find the Good Souls group and donate directly to them. No need for me to be involved in that process. Secondly, all these donations are public, so you can see on my XRP Tipbot page, the account is @CInsider, that's my Twitter handle, if you want to follow me on Twitter. So far, I've sent 59 tips with a total of 1,014 XRP, and largely all of that has been to @GoodXRP. There's really no one else that we send XRP to. I might have sent a little bit to Weetse Wind as a tip. I may have done one of these, and just as I was getting to learn the tip bot, but largely, 1,012 of these has all gone to @GoodXRP. But I don't even get offended that you would bring that up because the crypto space is very scammy, and a lot of people. There's so many scams going that. It doesn't even offend me that somebody would accuse me of scamming. But here's another comment, and yes, I didn't approve it. And yes, it's dog shit. 7% after a 93% loss. It's def dog shit. Apparently, Dude Daddy has not Lamboed, so it's dog shit. Okay, well, you're welcome to your opinion, Dude Daddy. We thank you for stopping by. Nice to have you. You seem a bit negative. Maybe today will be a better day for you. Let's refresh our coin market or our livecoinwatch.com charts to see what's going on here, and it actually looks like Bitcoin Cash has been the big winner. Over the past 24 hours, it's up 14%, but XRP is still respectable, hanging in there at 27.5 cents. Bitcoin up 2.97%. The charts again have diverged. Dominance is falling every few hours. It's down a little more. 65.17. Market cap's added on $11 billion since yesterday, it looks like. So it looks like the volume is picking up in crypto. 27 cents was the magic number for XRP for me. And last night, we actually hit around 28 cents. And that's the point where I wanted to say the bottom is in. And so I'm cautiously going to say the bottom is in, but I don't know if all this price action is driven solely by fears of the coronavirus, if some of it's from the BitMEX perpetual swaps that are launched earlier, a little bit of both. I don't know. This is the point at where the trend gets interesting. Are we able to maintain? Are the previous resistances we saw at 27 and 28 cents going to become supports? That'll be very interesting. I'm hopeful that they will, but it's crypto and anything could happen. So we'll see. We'll be around to make videos on it regardless of what happens, good or bad. Speaking of bad, we have another CEO sort of blasting XRP, and it's funny because it's another CEO whose company custodies or holds XRP. And I don't understand why anybody would do this. I guess they took a loss on it last year. That's probably why they do it. He's probably a little pissed. He kind of looks like the brother in Breaking Bad, the one that was the DEA agent. I don't know that actor's name. His name is Michael Novogratz, though. XRP, the third largest cryptocurrency by market cap, will have another lackluster year in 2020, Galaxy Digital CEO Mike Novogratz told a room full of financial advisors. What's more, he blamed Ripple, one of his firm's largest investments, for what he sees as XRP's underwhelming prospects. The fund manager, whose firm trades and invests in digital assets and startups, chatted on stage with personal finance superstar Rick Edelman at TD Ameritrade, who also is launching an XRP product, I believe. LINC 2020 conference in Orlando, Florida last week. At the end of the discussion, Novogratz fielded questions from the audience of registered investment advisors. The very last question was his opinion on XRP, the native cryptocurrency of Ripple's ecosystem. Although recording the event was forbidden, CoinDesk obtained a recording from an attendee. Ripple, the company, owns 60 billions of the coins of the XRP. Novogratz began. That's a lot of it. Well, they own about 56 billion. So I don't know when this. Yeah, this was last week. They own about 56 billion, I believe. The total amount of XRP in circulation is 100 billion tokens. While Ripple was gifted 80 billion, its holdings are down to 56 billion, of which 48.9 billion are in escrow and the company cannot touch, according to Brianne Madigan, Ripple's vice president of global institutional markets. Nevertheless, Novogratz likened XRP to a situation where a company continuously sells its shares. When I'm buying a stock, I know if someone's selling 10 billion worth of it at some price, it makes me less excited to buy the stock. Ripple responds, XRP is a digital asset, Madigan fired back in an email to CoinDesk. It is not a stock, as it does not give you any stake in Ripple or any other company. Second, XRP has a legitimate utility for payments. Companies like MoneyGram, Bitso, and others are using XRP in production through Ripple's on-demand liquidity. The company also dramatically reduced its programmatic quarterly token sales this past year, dropping from 251 million worth in quarter 2 down to none in quarter 4. These statements make clear that Mike doesn't understand how Ripple manages its stake in XRP and didn't take time to read what we make publicly available every quarter. The increase of circulating supply from Ripple distributions of XRP is actually lower than the increase in circulating supply of Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Ethereum. When asked by Coinbase to elaborate on his comments, Novogratz spokesperson added, "On the buying side of that, you do have a strong following of XRP in Asia and an XRP army which pushes it hard." In 2019, XRP lost 46.3% of its value. It did underperform immensely last year. He told the audience, "I think it will underperform immensely again this year, and it's just because of the supply." Okay, so then it goes on to talk about centralization. XRP didn't get distributed like Bitcoin did with mining. He said, "You've got this one giant pool that are constant sellers." Huh. However, Ripple maintains its network is more decentralized than Bitcoin or Ethereum, the top two cryptocurrencies by market cap according to data from Messari. There are over 150 known validators on the XRP ledger that require 80% consensus to confirm transactions. Ripple controls 7 out of those 150 validators, making XRP more decentralized than Bitcoin or Ethereum, which are controlled by Chinese mining groups. And that's always been my argument. So when you're talking with registered investment advisors, and that's where this Mike Novogratz was, they really, a lot of them spend a lot of time learning about things like mutual funds, bonds, certain derivatives. They learn about, they know all about IRAs. They know the Social Security laws here in the U.S. of when to take, when to hold, what year you should take it. And they know a lot of great information. One thing they don't know is cryptocurrency. And this guy was happy to get on stage and shine a spotlight onto how much he doesn't know about cryptocurrency. Again, he comparing the digital token to shares, I agree, is a bad idea. But he also probably has not been looking at the escrow, because I don't know about this most recent escrow unlock that happened at the end of January, but for a few months before that, all of them were going back into escrow. So the release of these tokens is programmatic. What's not programmatic is the decision that Ripple makes. Are they going to put these on the market and sell them and fund something, or is it going to go back into escrow and extend that schedule? And they have 56 billion or 48.9 billion, and I believe that is something like I believe they're planning on a 27 or 30-year cycle to get all of these released out into the public. If so, that is not a lot of XRP. So you're looking at the market cap right now of 50 billion, or not a market cap, but if you have a supply of 49 billion or 50 billion and the price is at 25 cents, you're looking at having about $12.5 billion. Sounds like a lot of money, but if you're releasing that over 30 years, billions are not a big deal anymore in the world of finance and fintech. Trillions is a much bigger deal, but $12 billion over 27 or 30 years is almost going to have a negligible impact. If they dumped half the supply onto the market at once, yeah, I think it would probably kill the token for a long time, but they don't even have the ability to do that. This last story, FXStreet.com, and this sort of says the dichotomy between Mike Novogratz and what's happening in reality, is by Ken Chigbo. XRP price is trading in positive territory with gains of some 3.7% on Wednesday. The XRP USD pair in the prior session smashed through resistance at 25 cents, leaving the door wide open to more upside. The price is trading around the highest level seen in over 3 months. So he goes on to say the chart. You've got a little flag here. First you're breaking the descending resistance. You've got the pennant, the flag here, and now we're going up here. We may do a reverse head and shoulders sort of thing. So we've got good news. We did break that 28-cent resistance momentarily. We weren't able to maintain it. We'll see what happens today. I'm hopeful that we're out of the descending resistance. But again, I want to see what the real price drivers are here. It's hard to know. The whole market's up, and I don't know if it's all coronavirus. I've never looked at the market cap charts compared to big novel virus announcements. So like SARS and swine flu and MERS and all that. I have to go back and look at the charts and see what the prices did during those periods where everybody was scared to death they were going to die from SARS or the bird flu or any of that stuff. So I'm not saying that an announcement, this disease appears to be taking off in China. I don't know how much that pushes the entire crypto market. It probably has a small, pretty good impact, but it's hard to tell when you have multiple things happen. So you also have the swap contracts going on BitMEX. You have increased ODL volume. So all of these things are sort of pushing at the price. So we don't know. I don't know. Maybe you know. If you know, please put it in the comments. I don't know which one is having the most major impact on price. I'd say probably the coronavirus right now. But, as these diseases go and as they get them under control, that upward pressure on price could be gone in a week. So I'm still hesitant to say we're out of that big period of descending resistance, even though we can see that we are on a chart. We may only be out because of this one virus thing, and once the impact of that news fades away, we may drop back down along with Bitcoin. But we have a lot of good news coming up. We have we have the halvening, we have a bunch of ODL quarters coming online. So regardless, outlook is positive here at the Crypto Insider channel. I'm going to pop up some videos so you can continue your Crypto Insider journey. And I hope you all have a great day.